stream. Dual stream.
Hi, how are you? You have a great day now.
La la.
Ship's docked. Don't get yourselves killed out there.
Denizens of darkness, you shall not prevail. The light's vengeance will vanquish you.
Hey, the device is going crazy over here. Must be a big load of azurite out there.
We need to get closer.
got about half the ship left to fill. Keep your eyes sharp. Some island trolls just arrived. Looking to loot the island, I bet. Keep your heads up.
Surrender. Save yourself. A needless death.
Polquiza! Polquiza!
I don't have a target.
We are up and running now. Marking the Azerite nodes on your map. The hull is nearly full. Just a bit more and we will be done.
Too far away.
Nice job out there today. You showed them, huh?
a tall one. Be seeing you.
Ship's docked. Don't get yourself steamed out there.
Ahoy! At last, some real action. I better take my shirt off for this one.
I need to get closer. I don't have a target.
Hey, the device is going crazy over here. Must be a big load of azurite out there.
Let's get it on.
Too far away.
A tactical retreat is in order.
I need a target. I need to get closer.
You have not seen the last of me.
You are doing great out there. We are halfway done already. There is a pirate crew making landfall, looking for the same loot we are. Be careful.
I need to get closer. I don't have a target. Out of range.
The detector is on. Check your map for azurite concentrations.
It's locked.
You are nearly there. Just keep your heads down for a little longer.
Too fast. I'm out of range. I need to get
We
closer.
are done. Hey, take a few shots at that alliance ship when we swing by.
Burger soon. I just had his. Oh, I'm sold on the city of St. Louis as a whole. I mean, I'm coming all the way down there to open a Wahlburger soon. I just had my guys scout some locations.
And I really appreciate their concern because they noticed that I wasn't using it in a normal way. It was injured. This hand is now fine. I've no problem with it at all. But strangely enough, there seems to be something going along with this hand. I'll figure it out. But it's very mysterious, really.
Holy fuck, what the fuck?
It's going to look a little white out there tomorrow as we get snow coming in. We have the winter storm warning in effect across St. Louis Metro. Remember, we were upgraded that because the trend in the forecast models was to up our snowfall totals. And we'll continue to watch that as it evolves. And this really is an evolving process as the storm unfolds. We'll keep you updated on the changes. But that winter storm warning kicks in at 6 p.m. tonight, goes through 6 p.m. Thursday. Lesser totals in the advisory off to the west, but still inches of snow. And in a normal situation, if I saw this, I would say it's already snowing down south, but that's not the case. This is hitting a wall of dry air, so it looks like it on radar, but it's evaporating before it gets to the ground. Most of it. We just had a report south of Farmington of some ice pellets. That's a little sleet. That's the sign that the atmosphere is trying to moisten up and eventually will win over and will produce the snow that will come through the area. I think still some hits, some brief hits of light snow or a little sleet is possible as the atmosphere down here tries to moisten up. Generally, though, 6 to 9 p.m. is that area south that will see the steadier snow start, 9 to 11 in the metro. Steadier snow. Again, we could have some hits, a little sleet or brief snow, and then it really ramps up overnight as this snow lifts to the north and clips our area for tomorrow morning, eventually tapering off later in the afternoon. Notice the temperature at 32 right now in St. Louis. We're just at freezing, and we're going to be below freezing when this snow hits, which means on untreated roads, it's going to stick right away. Let me take you through it hour by hour. We'll start at 11 o'clock. I mentioned 9 to 11 is when I expect that steadier snow to spread into the metro. So here we are at 11 with it coming in out of the southeast and the south, and it's 29 degrees at that point. Overnight, getting some of the heavier snow. That's why you see pockets of blue here and there. 3, 4 in the morning. As we head towards 6 a.m. for the morning rush hour, still have snow and cold and 28 degrees. I think drier air is going to start to eat away southeast of St. Louis at the snowfall. So it may dry up pretty quickly to the southeast. Watch that happen right there between 6 and 9 a.m. But there's still this band of snow centered around the metro and a little bit to the west at 9 a.m. And it's going to slowly move from west to east across the area. Still producing some accumulating snow here at 11 a.m. and it's 31 degrees. That band's going to thin and weaken. So for a lot of people, it winds down quicker than others. For the metro, that band of snow should linger till about noon to 3. We should see it push to the east of St. Louis. This is 3 p.m. And we're at 33. Some melting is possible, but it's borderline temperature. Wherever there's melting, watch the refreeze. We're dry by 6 p.m. Dry in the evening. The storm is done. But 30 degrees means any kind of melt has refrozen. So watch the icy spots in the evening. 4 to 7 inches, and we've shifted this a little bit. It now includes St. Louis, over to St. Charles County, Alton, Carlinville, Vandalia, down to Nashville and Oakville and Belleville as well.
Fucking November,
parts of Jefferson County. But as you go southwest, I expect lower totals, more towards the 4-inch here and then down to 3 to 5 inches in Farmington. Lesser totals farther to the west. Some isolated higher totals, yes, are possible. Some of the latest models show that's less likely to see much over 7 inches, but I still think some isolated spots over 7 inches are not out of the question. The heaviest then is going to be in the morning, and it's wet, heavy snow. Sometimes that can cause some power outages when it's that heavy. Right away, it's going to stick on untreated roads. In the afternoon, light to no snow as it winds down. 33 degrees with some melting. I think the roads in the afternoon that are plowed and treated are going to be either slushy or wet. It's going to get much better on the roads in the afternoon, but watch that refreeze in the evening. Any melt is going to start to freeze up if it's not treated again as we head into the evening. So 33 for a very cold high tomorrow, and the snow, bulk of it in the morning, some lighter snow tapering off in the afternoon. After that, it is quieter, and it's warm at 45, relatively warm at 45. That's still 10 degrees below normal, by the way. Saturday at 45, but what that is it's above freezing, and so any snow on the ground is going to start to melt Friday and Saturday as well. Slight chance, doesn't look like a big deal for some snow, rain, spots of it on Sunday, which will be a cold day with a high of 38.
It's all about perspective on that,
it is.
right?
And lately, you know, you go to 45, that's going to feel warm.
Yeah, we're going to embrace it.
Yeah.
Steve, thank you.
What the actual motherfucking goddamn picture?
About this one, this one.
About midnight.
This one. About this table. This chess set. Isn't it beautiful, this set?
Your chess set in your library is...
No, this one's bigger.
This is bigger? Wow. Oh, it's sold, look.
About this one, right?
Is this yours?
Yeah, that's the soul sign mean it's for me.
Okay, how much is that one?
Did we ever get this one, these ones?
It's only 89,000.
No.
Can you put that on the list?
Of course.
Get your pen just so you can mark and not forget.
I'm getting the list now.
Okay. Did we get those?
I don't believe so.
I like those.
Okay.
Why don't we order those?
Right.
Yeah, I like those.
Have you got enough space for all of this?
Yeah,
Michael?
I do.
You've got space?
Yeah.
Well,
we
in
bought
the house in
these.
Neverland? Or?
No, this would be for another house.
Oh, for another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we bought these, right?
Welcome to The Know, I'm Brian.
And I, believe it or not, am Ben.
What in the hell happened to you?
Extra Life, man. It was weird. We raised a lot of money for sick kids. I got intimate with Chris. It's a whole thing. You should go watch the video.
I don't even recognize my own son anymore. It's crazy. All right, anyway, but we're here to talk about Pokemon, specifically the two newest Pokemon games, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. They're finally coming to the Switch this Friday, but the big question is, what kind of Pokemon games are these?
Well, they're definitely a departure from mainline Pokemon games with some new mechanics replacing the traditional grindy gameplay, which has got everybody wondering, is it any good?
Yeah, some fans are worried that the new features in the Let's Go games might go too far to try to woo casual gamers who played Pokemon Go, possibly at the expense of the core Pokemon audience.
So are the Let's Go games just casual trash, or a cool new direction for the franchise? Let's dive into the reviews.
Currently, they got an 82 on both Metacritic and OpenCritic. That indicates reviews generally positive. It's kind of in that ambivalent zone, I feel like. The consensus, though, seems to be that the Let's Go games offer a streamlined Pokemon experience that's definitely influenced by Pokemon Go. Whether or not that's for you, ultimately a matter of your personal taste.
As The Verge notes, these games are meant to be more approachable Pokemon games, meant to capture the attention of younger audiences who never experienced the original games, new fans drawn into the series by Pokemon Go, and older players whose nostalgia will inevitably win them over.
Yeah, I'm one of those older players. Eurogamer added, I suspect Game Freak's ideal outcome is you, the old Pokemon veteran, playing Let's Go in co-op on the sofa alongside your freshly hatched little one, spotting the difference between past and present Kanto like you're driving through an old hometown and telling the kids that when you were their age, this was all fields.
I had to walk up and down the hill in the snow both ways just to get to the gym for my badge.
I'm totally going to be that guy. Yeah.
As for the game itself, it's basically an updated version of Pokemon Yellow, which is a pretty good game.
Yep.
The game takes you back to the Kanto region, and the original 151 Pokemon are there. Obviously, you start out with a Pikachu or an Eevee, and they will not evolve at all throughout the game.
God, Pokemon Yellow, back when I still had dreams.
Had the little Pikachu stand behind you. I think at some point in one of the versions he could surf.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
That would be cool. One of the biggest changes, though, is that random encounters, they are gone. You will be able to see wild Pokemon on the map now.
That might kill it for me. And the Let's Go games pretty much get rid of the grinding of traditional Pokemon games. And actually with that, they've kind of lost me. You don't battle wild Pokemon, you just catch them by throwing a Pokeball using the motion controls of the Joy-Con or the Pokeball Plus accessory. It's a very similar to the mechanic in Pokemon Go.
So you don't like that?
It's just not my thing. I want to have the RPG grind. I want to like go catch my Pokemon and have the tension of getting them down to like their 1 HP, putting them to sleep, and then spending 4 hours trying to get Mewtwo, and then inevitably when I accidentally kill him, I turn the game off in a rage.
You miss sinking hundreds and hundreds of hours into the game. Yeah, that's like the skill. Like, to me, that's what Pokemon games
exactly.
are about. You battle some more, you keep doing it. But while that might be a turnoff to some fans, Games Radar said that the throwing mechanic to catch the Pokemon instead of fighting them works surprisingly well. Casual. Its reviewer wrote, it might feel a bit odd to long-term fans, but actually the combination of this new catching mechanic and battling actually keeps the gameplay feeling fresh and less repetitive in the long run.
Eurogamer also said that getting rid of random battles puts the emphasis back on collecting, and it makes you have to think more about what kind of Pokeballs to use since all wild Pokemon will flee.
Oh, so